Yo, yo, you know what it is. GORILLAWEEN Volume 5 just dropped. Oh, shout out to Sheek. Shout out to all the producers on the project. Rest in peace, Big Snipe Beats. Shout out to Perb. Shout out to Tone Mason. Shout out to my bro Jimmy Dukes. Shout out to Crown Era Concepts. You know, he does like all the artwork for D Block. And a shout out to Dazo the Machine, one of the best engineers out there and one of the best producers. I'm gonna just get straight into it. This is track 5, News 12 on the project. So basically, I had this loop, started chopping it up and on Slice X for those who use FL Studio. So I did two patterns. This is the first one right here. So I got that one, got that pattern. That's the verse. And I think this is the intro right here. Then I did this pattern. Alright, so I chopped up both of these patterns, right? And what I did was I printed them from MIDI to audio, made them into an audio file. Then I sped it up to 175. I usually double time on my beats. 175. I got it to sound like this. So I got that loop right there. And I went in, started with the drums, put the kick in there, put a hard boom bap, put that in there. I went and put the snare. Just real simple. No kick snare. I went with the hi-hat. Just to move it a little. So that basically moved the beat a little bit. And I felt it just needed more, so I put another hi-hat on there just to, fill in the pockets and just give it that full feeling and to really just give it the groove and the rhythm. And once I put this hi-hat on there, I do all my hi-hats, I record them on the MIDI controller. But once I put this one on there, I knew that's what it needed right there. Like, that's it. Like, it filled up so much empty space in the pattern. And it was just basically, it was all that was needed to just make it sound full enough. So let me just play it for y'all. That's basically the beat right there. Then I just put a cymbal. See if I can find it. Just I felt like it needed a cymbal in there. Put that on there. So with the cymbal, it just basically filled up, the pattern even more. And then lastly, I just put the bass line, and that's what really just completed the beat. Is just the bass line I put on there. It's a sort of like a guitar sounding. I played it on a MIDI controller. I'll just play it solo for you. And this is what really just completed it. Once I had the bass line down, I knew I was done. Like, you don't want to overload the beats and just keep adding and adding and adding. You got to leave enough space for the artist to create and to do their thing. So the last piece was just the bass line. Once I had the bass line, and then another instrument, which after I play the bass line, I'll get into that. But basically, after the bass line, it was complete. So let me just give you the bass line alone. Basically, I record all my bass lines with the quantization off, just to give it that live feel. I don't quantize my bass line. I don't quantize my hi-hats. I record them all live, from the MIDI controller, and it just feels right in the track when you just take the quantization off and just keep it like that. So I'll play the bass line with the drums, and that's basically the beat. So basically, when I had done that, that was basically it. Then I just felt it just needed one more, just to have, something in there just to change it up a little bit. I threw this stab sound in there from the loop that I chopped up. See if I could just find it right here. Just threw like little stabs, just randomly. You put all that together. There you go. So that's the verse, and for the intro was just the loop that I use. I mean, one of the loops that I used to chop. It's basically 2 loops. That was it. So keep it real simple. Leave enough space for the artist to rap. Make sure the drums is hitting, bass line, and that's it. And that's how I created Sheek Louch News 12. Make sure y'all check that out. I'm gonna post the link on the bottom. Shout out to Sheek Louch. Shout out to D Block. Y'all go check that out. GORILLAWEEN Volume 5.